What up guys, how you guys doing? I'm Thales and we're back with another How To Slice. In today's How To Slice video, we're going to be checking out some awesome mecha hamsters. So let's go to the video. So this is the Dogobot. As you can see, this is a really nice model to print, and in this video, we're going to be checking out the best print settings to print it. So let's go. So over here in layer height, we're going to be printing this model at 0.2 millimeters. We're not going to be reducing nor increasing this value. We're going to be printing at 0.2, the standard 0.2 millimeters. This way, we're going to get a good quality print and a really fast print speed. So this is great. Going over to vertical shells, we're going to be printing at 3 vertical shells, just so we can get a really rigid model. Going over to infill, we're going to be printing this model at 10% infill. We're going to be increasing just to get a more dense model with a gyroid infill pattern. So this is great. Going over to brim, this model does not need any brim because all of the parts got a good surface of contact to the build plate. So we do not need to increase or add brim. But if you have some bad adhesion issues, I do recommend always cleaning your build plate with some isopropylic alcohol or detergent just to get a clean surface to print on. So let's go back to the print settings, and right here on support material, we're going to be generating support material, not auto-generated because we're going to be painting. So right here, we're not going to be selecting this. Going over to style, we're going to select organic. We're going to be selecting a 3. So top interference layers, we're going to be selecting 3 just so we can get a really good and easy support to remove. So this is nice. And if you have a standard settings that you like to use and you're comfortable with it, just use it. Feel free to use your settings. Going over to speed, we do not need to reduce any of the speed. You can be printing at your standard print speed, especially for Bamboo Lab printers. So go ahead, and you do not need to reduce any of these values at all. Just make sure that your first layer speed is at a good value and really slow one, just so you can get a good first layer, because the first layer is the most important layer, because all of the other layers are going to go on top of this one. So make sure you got a good first layer. So this is great. Now let's add some paint on support. So let's start with the body. Right here, if we increase the highlight by overhang to around 30, let's say, all of the parts that are blue, they are at an critical overhang. So we're going to be adding a little bit of support right here, just some support to help in this part, the assembly part. So this is nice. A little bit right here just to help. This is you could be printing this without any support, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So we're going to be adding a little bit of support, and let's add a little bit right here. Fantastic. This is great. Let's go to the other part. So we have added to this part right here. Right here, we can be adding just a little bit of support in this front part right here. We're going to be reducing the brush size just so we can get a better area of contact right here, just to add a little bit of support. This part is at an overhang, so your printer can print. We're just going to be adding a little bit of support. You do not need to print, you do not need to add some support right here. Really, you do not need to be really strict in this inside part, because you're not going to be able to see, so you can paint as you may like. You do not need to be to paint it really correctly or anything like that. So I have added some support right here because this is a really steep overhang. So this is great. Just add a little bit right here in the ears, just to make sure we get a good quality print. This is nice. The hamsters, we do not need any support. They got a really small bridging right here. If you want and you're not comfortable, you can be adding a little bit of support, but it's not needed. And this part, I'm just gonna be right here, So as I'm gonna show you right now, this assembly part doesn't need any support because this part is it's a assembly. So if you add a little bit of support, sometimes you're gonna be needing to sand and it's not too great. So this is great. We have added some custom on support to this part and it's fantastic. Now we are ready to slice because we have changed all of the configurations right here. So this is great. So as you can see, we have sliced and it's going to take 20 hours and 34 minutes to print this model. As you can see, we have added some custom on support. So it's going to look really nice and it's going to support a lot our model. So this is great. So grab a really nice filament that you have laying around and print this model right now. So the models are ready to print. Make sure you check out stlflix.com for more models like this one, and I'll see you in another one.
I hope you guys enjoy it. Those slicing videos are an initiative from STL Academy, which is the educational project from STLflix. So if you guys want to learn more about 3D printing, you could check our description and look at STL Academy courses. And don't forget, see you guys at the next slicing.